that Saori has gone. I've come to terms with it. Since you spend all your time in the kitchen, you may not realize it, but people talking about Saori the way that woman did, it happens all the time. It's the same for Natsumi. She never makes a fuss about it because she's come to terms with it too. Natsumi was the younger of the Namiki's two daughters. She was a sophomore in college and helped out at the restaurant when she had the time. Yutaro stood there, saying nothing. Look, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you holding on like you do. I'm just saying that you don't need to worry about me. Yeah, okay. Can you tidy up the kitchen? There's something I've got to do upstairs. Machiko pointed up at the ceiling. The family lived on the second floor above the restaurant. Sure, no problem. See you later then. Machiko started climbing the stairs in the back corner of the restaurant. Yutaro shook his head feebly. He wasn't in the mood to go straight back to work, so he pulled up a chair and sat down. He could feel his back rounding into a slouch. Women are so much stronger than us. It was something he felt acutely now, and had felt countless times in the past. Saori had been their firstborn, a big-eyed baby with glowing pink skin. Yutaro had long been convinced that he wanted his first child to be a boy, but that particular prejudice evaporated the instant Saori was born. She was the apple of his eye. No, she was more than that. He was ready to lay down his life for her. Machiko was an integral part of running Namikiya, as the restaurant was called, so the restaurant became Saori's nursery. When the restaurant was busy, the regulars would often pick up Saori and bounce her on their knees. Saori had been a healthy child and adored by everybody. All sorts of people from the neighborhood would greet her on her way to kindergarten. She would always return their greetings in her piping voice. Yutaro felt a surge of pride every time someone congratulated him on Saori's good manners. Saori had been popular at elementary school and junior high school. When her homeroom teacher came to visit Machiko, she had said that what made Miss Namiki special was that she was nice to everyone, cheerful, and never made a fuss even when things got difficult. Saori's test scores were not that good, but neither Yutaro nor Machiko were overly concerned. Saori was basically a serious and kind person who almost never caused them any grief or worry. She was also a lovely big sister who liked taking care of Natsumi, who was 3 years her junior. Outside of school, Saori had one shining talent. She could sing. She'd liked singing as a very young child, but as the years went on, she started to display signs of exceptional talent. No matter how difficult the song was, she only needed to hear it once to memorize it, and she was never out of tune. That was when Yutaro first heard the phrase, perfect pitch. Saori, people told him, had it. Saori got to display her talent at the neighborhood street festival that was held every autumn. While the main event was a grand parade with costumes and floats, there was also a singing contest, which the locals all looked forward to. Saori first took part as a 4th grader when her rendition of My Heart Will Go On, the theme song of the movie Titanic, had amazed the audience. It was the first time he had seen his daughter really perform. After that, she was roped into performing at every autumn festival, becoming something of a local celebrity. The singing contest always attracted a good crowd, with plenty of people there specifically to hear Saori. As she got older, Saori started helping out in the restaurant during the summer holidays. Some of the more cynical customers would ask her what she was doing, helping out in a fusty old place like Namikiya. Didn't she know that a beautiful girl like her could make a lot of money working in a hostess club in central Tokyo? Even her parents had to admit that she had grown into a beautiful woman. She was like a flower in bloom. Her presence alone was enough to transform and brighten the atmosphere of the restaurant. She attracted more and more customers to the place as people associated Namikiya with her. When Saori was about 14, a man named Naoki Nikura came to the restaurant. His family, who were very well off,